Do you know that the food you eat every day could be silently damaging your veins? Many people enjoy their meals without realizing the unseen stress these choices put on their circulatory system. Do you often feel like your legs are heavy at the end of the day, or notice swollen veins? This could be a sign of venous insufficiency, a condition far more common than you might imagine, and it's directly linked to your diet. The most concerning part is that the foods most harmful to vein health are also the ones we consume most frequently. In this script, I'll reveal 7 foods that unknowingly overwhelm your venous system and contribute to varicose veins. By the end, you'll understand why changing these eating habits is one of the best things you can do for your health. The good news is, I'll also provide practical tips for replacing these harmful culprits with healthier options. Are you curious about these foods and how they directly impact your health? Let's dive in, because your legs deserve relief, and your body deserves this attention. 7 foods that might lead to varicose veins and venous insufficiency. Fried and fatty foods. Fried foods are among the worst offenders for those with circulation issues like varicose veins and venous insufficiency. The reason is simple. The high levels of saturated and trans fats in these types of meals directly impede blood flow. These fats increase harmful cholesterol levels, causing blood to thicken and slow down. This forces your heart to work harder and makes venous return, especially in the legs, much more challenging. This increased strain significantly raises the risk of vein irritation and the development of varicose veins. Frequent consumption of fried meals also fuels your body's inflammatory processes. Chronic inflammation weakens vein structure, making them less elastic and more prone to dilate. This dilation leads to persistent pain and visible skin abnormalities. Furthermore, excessive fat intake impairs the effectiveness of your venous valves, which are crucial for preventing blood from flowing backward. When these valves don't function correctly, blood can pool in the legs, leading to swelling and discomfort. Another issue is that fried foods are often prepared with reused oils containing harmful ingredients. These substances can damage the vascular endothelium, the delicate inner lining of blood vessels, in addition to worsening inflammation. When this layer is compromised, there's an increased risk of thrombosis and other serious circulatory issues. All of this demonstrates how a seemingly simple eating pattern can have complex and detrimental effects on your veins. While enjoying fries or a pastry might seem innocuous, the cumulative effects add up over time. Have you ever truly considered how often you consume fried meals weekly? You might be surprised to learn that many seemingly light options, such as party snacks or chicken nuggets, fall into this category. Even modest daily overconsumption feeds a vicious cycle of poor circulation and ongoing inflammation. One crucial step in reducing the symptoms of varicose veins and preventing their progression is cutting back on fried foods. In vascular health, even minor adjustments can have a significant impact. Thankfully, there are tasty and healthy substitutes available. Instead of frying, try baking or grilling your meals. These techniques not only reduce saturated fat intake but also better preserve essential nutrients. Another piece of advice is to use coconut or olive oil instead of refined oils when preparing hot dishes. This encourages more fluid circulation and helps maintain your body's equilibrium. Making thoughtful substitutions when cooking is one of the best ways to care for your veins. Excessive salt consumption. Consuming too much salt is one of the primary threats to circulatory health. When there's an excessive salt in your system, your body tries to balance this concentration by retaining fluids, particularly in the legs and ankles, where circulation is inherently more challenging. This accumulation leads to edema or swelling. This swelling compresses your veins, hindering blood flow back to the heart. Over time, this pressure can deform veins, leading to varicose veins. Excessive salt-induced fluid retention also impairs the function of your venous valves. These valves act like tiny doors, stopping blood from returning to your feet. However, when swelling persists, they become less effective, allowing blood reflux. The result? Dilated, discolored, and painful veins. Additionally, too much sodium exacerbates the problem by raising blood pressure, putting further strain on your entire circulatory system. Did you realize that processed foods account for the majority of the salt we eat? Bread, cold cuts, snacks, and even prepared sauces contain significant levels of sodium that aren't immediately obvious. So, even if you don't use the salt shaker excessively, you might still be ingesting too much salt. It has a direct and continuous effect on your circulation, and your veins suffer as your body tries to compensate. Reducing salt consumption necessitates carefully reading food labels and making wise choices. To maintain flavor without compromising vascular health, use natural seasonings like garlic, lemon, and herbs. Avoiding the tendency to immediately salt food before even tasting it is another crucial factor. Despite its seeming innocuousness, this popular practice adds needless sodium. In addition to limiting your salt intake, you can include foods that aid in the removal of retained sodium. Fruits high in potassium, such as avocados and bananas, help the body balance sodium levels and minimize fluid retention. To maintain circulation and cleanse the system, drinking plenty of water is also crucial. Hydration increases blood vessel flexibility and reduces edema. Your venous system will feel relieved, and your legs will appear better. Refined sugar. Refined sugar, a silent threat to vascular health, can be found in many commonplace products. Excessive consumption leads to significant blood sugar increases that gradually harm blood vessels. This ongoing fluctuation in blood sugar levels causes inflammation, which weakens vein walls. As a result, veins become less elastic and more prone to dilate, leading to more noticeable and uncomfortable varicose veins. Additionally, sugar contributes to weight gain, which further exacerbates venous insufficiency. Increased body weight puts greater pressure on the veins in the legs. This overloads the venous return system, making it more difficult for blood to return to the heart. Furthermore, too much belly fat increases the risk of systemic inflammation and disrupts overall circulation. Therefore, sugar contributes to a harmful cycle of inflammation and poor circulation. Have you ever wondered why so many people get fatigued legs after eating a lot of sugar? The cause is sugar-induced inflammation, which damages blood vessels and tissues throughout the body. As blood flows more slowly, legs begin to feel heavier, more painful, and swollen. Varicose veins become more noticeable, and the pain intensifies. Limiting sugar intake is therefore essential to maintaining the health of your veins. It's crucial to keep in mind that many processed foods include refined sugar. Cakes, pastries, sauces, cereals, and even seemingly nutritious yogurts can contain a lot of sugar. Making better decisions requires reading labels. Seeking out natural and balanced sources, such as fresh fruit and healthy sweeteners, is a better way to avoid sugar than completely missing sweet sensations. In this manner, enjoyment remains at the table, and vascular health is maintained. Simple changes can have a big impact on your day-to-day existence. In small amounts, use brown sugar, dates, or natural honey in place of refined sugar. Increase your intake of fruits high in fiber, which aids in blood sugar regulation and enhances digestion. A balanced diet also avoids the accumulation of fat in the abdomen, which can put pressure on veins over time. The beneficial effect on circulation will become apparent. Maintaining a healthy diet is similar to maintaining healthy legs. Soda, because of their hazardous combination of sugar, sodium, and chemical additives, sodas are actual blood circulation killers. While sodium induces fluid retention, high sugar content irritates blood arteries. This mixture damages venous return by increasing blood volume and vein pressure. The outcome: heaviness, swollen legs, and deteriorating varicose veins. It only gets worse with continued usage. A single soda can each day can have disastrous consequences that many people are unaware of. These beverages drive out healthier options in your diet, in addition to making your taste buds addicted to artificial flavors. Additionally, too much gas results in bloating in the abdomen, which impedes circulation and exacerbates lymphatic outflow. As a result, blood becomes trapped in the extremities, making them more uncomfortable. Varicose veins form and get worse as a result of this ongoing overload. Even sugar-free diet sodas are not good substitutes. They contain artificial sweeteners, which can disrupt your gut microbiome and impact metabolism. Additionally, an imbalanced stomach damages the entire circulatory system by causing silent inflammation. Therefore, these drinks are still dangerous, even without calories. For lighter legs, it's a good idea to switch from soda to natural iced tea or lemon water. Have you ever wondered why drinking soda makes your legs feel heavier? It occurs as a result of fluid retention and slowed circulation. These drinks' sodium makes it more difficult to get rid of water buildup, which results in edema. Veins are compressed by this retention, causing them to widen and hurt. One of the simplest methods to lessen edema and enhance the appearance of legs is to avoid this type of beverage. Blood viscosity is strongly impacted by a diet high in soda and low in nutritious liquids. The heart has to work harder to pump thicker blood since it flows more difficultly. The venous system is weakened by this additional effort, which compromises the health of the vein valves. This encourages the development of chronic venous insufficiency over time. Increased consumption of water and natural juices promotes better circulation and blood thinning. Alcoholic drinks. Alcoholic beverages have a direct impact on the circulatory system, particularly on the veins and the legs. They induce blood vessels to dilate excessively when ingested. Despite its apparent innocuousness, this dilation gradually damages vein walls. This impairs the venous valve's ability to prevent blood from flowing backward. Blood reflux and deteriorating varicose veins are the outcomes. Additionally, alcohol dehydrates the body and makes it more difficult to eliminate toxins. Because the blood thickens and slows down, this puts too much strain on the liver and indirectly impacts circulation. In addition, alcoholic beverages, particularly cocktails and spirits, are loaded with chemicals. These elements raise the risk of impaired circulation and cause inflammation in the body. Therefore, the consequences are significantly more extensive than simply being wasted. Did you know that chronic venous insufficiency is more common in people who drink alcohol frequently? Alcohol damages the integrity of veins by directly affecting endothelial function. The likelihood of developing painful varicose veins increases with the degree of compromise to this structure. The effects can accumulate over time, even if use is infrequent, and affect both men and women. The fact that alcohol changes hormonal balance and affects fluid retention is another concerning aspect. This is particularly dangerous for people who already have leg edema. Vein pressure from accumulated fluid exacerbates fatigue, pain, and discomfort. A bad diet combined with drinking further exacerbates the problem. These elements work together to produce the ideal environment for the development of varicose veins. Thankfully, there are safer substitutes. It makes sense to switch from alcohol to functional beverages like kombucha, flavored waters, or digestive teas. These drinks help decrease inflammation and aid with digestion, in addition to being refreshing. They also improve nutrient absorption by promoting the balance of intestinal flora. Your circulation improves and your body heals more quickly. White flours. White flours are among the most commonly consumed foods on a regular basis, particularly in breads, pastas, and cakes. They endanger circulatory health despite their convenience. Due to their high level of refinement, these flours are rapidly converted in the blood to glucose. Veins are immediately impacted by systemic inflammation brought on by this sugar surge. Veins that are inflamed are more prone to distort and become less effective. White flour-based foods are also deficient in nutrients. They are deficient in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which makes digestion and gut health more difficult. When the gut is weakened, it might hinder the absorption of nutrients that are vital for circulation. Veins lose support as a result, making them more susceptible to blood pressure. This facilitates the appearance of varicose veins. Have you ever noticed how eating a lot of white pasta makes you feel more bloated and exhausted? This occurs because these foods increase blood sugar levels and produce fluid retention. Blood viscosity is directly impacted by these elements, which makes it more difficult for the blood to return to the heart. Increased strain on the venous system causes valve overload, which exacerbates venous insufficiency, and symptoms show up quickly. White flours also have the drawback of encouraging weight growth around the abdomen. The accumulation of fat around the abdomen damages circulation in the legs by compressing blood vessels. This increases the risk of problems like venous thrombosis and exacerbates the symptoms of varicose veins. As long as these goods are consumed, the negative cycle gets worse. It must be replaced with more healthful options. Thankfully, there are healthier and more circulatory-friendly substitutes available. Great alternatives are whole grain flours like oat, almond, or chickpea flours. They provide fibers that support digestive health and help stabilize blood sugar levels. This enhances venous return and lowers inflammation. One essential element in maintaining vascular health is including these nutrients into regular dishes. Fast food and processed foods. Two of the largest threats to vein and circulation health are fast food and ultra-processed foods. These items, which are high in sodium, trans fats, and preservatives, cause internal inflammation. Continuous inflammation makes blood vessels more brittle by weakening their integrity. This exacerbates cases of venous insufficiency and facilitates the development of varicose veins. The effect is profound and rapid. This type of food is frequently seen in snacks, hot dogs, frozen pizzas, and hamburgers. They are low in nutrients and high in empty calories, which promote weight gain. In turn, too much weight puts pressure on the lower limbs, making it more difficult for blood to return. This leads to buildup in the legs, resulting in vein dilating and swelling. Additionally, the risk increases with the frequency of intake. Have you ever wondered why eating fast food makes you feel exhausted and your legs feel heavy? It's because handling so many artificial substances requires a lot more energy from your body. Blood moves more slowly, and the inflammatory processes get worse. This excess prevents the venous tissues from properly regenerating. Varicose veins soon show more, and the symptoms worsen. These foods' chemical additives and preservatives have an impact on gut bacteria as well. More inflammation results from an imbalanced stomach that affects the entire circulatory system. Additionally, these solutions don't contain natural antioxidants, which are crucial for protecting vein walls. This increases the body's susceptibility to circulation problems and vascular damage. Put another way, each meal contains a concentrated risk combination. Making cooked meals instead of fast food is an effective preventative strategy. Whole, natural, and fresh ingredients give the venous system the nutrition it needs to function properly. Steer clear of frozen meals, quick soups, and cold cuts to increase blood flow and decrease edema. You'll experience increased energy, reduced pain, and lighter legs. With time, the difference will be felt by your body. Varicose veins are not a random occurrence, they are a direct result of unhealthy eating patterns. Reducing or doing away with fast food is a sensible and essential choice. Every healthy decision you make benefits your circulatory system. Additionally, these decisions involve eating healthy foods in addition to avoiding unhealthy ones. 7 foods that combat venous insufficiency. Purple grapes with skin and seeds. Purple grapes are a veritable vein health ally, particularly when consumed with skin and seeds. Packed with flavonoids and resveratrol, these compounds immediately fortify and shield blood vessels. Resveratrol, a potent antioxidant, combats free radicals and delays the onset of vein aging. By toning arteries, flavonoids increase their resistance to blood pressure, which lowers the possibility of venous dilation. For people with venous insufficiency, these chemicals in grapes are especially important because they have anti-inflammatory properties. Vein fragility and varicose veins are caused by chronic inflammation. Grape nutrients support regeneration and preserve the integrity of the vascular wall by thwarting this process. Leg pain is reduced, swelling goes down, and circulation gets better. Consistent use can have a discernible impact. Additionally, purple grapes make blood thinner and simpler to move, which enhances blood flow. This reduces the chance of a clot and the effort required for venous return. This benefit is crucial for people who are already dealing with heavy legs and noticeable varicose veins. Another benefit associated with consuming this fruit is the prevention of thrombosis. Daily small servings are sufficient to get these benefits. Did you realize that the seeds of grapes are just as significant as the skin? They contain proanthocyanidins, which are substances that increase vascular resistance even further. Therefore, consume the entire fruit to enjoy all of its benefits. Crushed seed natural juices are also a fantastic choice. Steer clear of commercial juices as they tend to lose most of these important components. The greatest option is always the entire fruit. The flexibility of grapes is another benefit. They can be included in salads, drinks, or even natural sweets, or they can be taken as a snack. It's easy to incorporate them into your diet because of this. Additionally, because they are inherently sweet, they lessen the desire for refined sugar, an additional advantage for people who wish to maintain their general health and veins. It's a useful food that blends nutrients with taste. Citrus fruits, oranges and lemons. Citrus fruits like oranges and lemons are high in hesperidin and vitamin C, which both considerably increase blood circulation. Collagen is directly aided by vitamin C and is necessary for the integrity of vessel walls. Hesperidin is a flavonoid that lowers inflammation and fortifies veins. Because fibers and beneficial substances concentrate in the pulp, eating these fruits increases their effects. As a result, blood becomes more fluid and less likely to clot, enhancing venous return in addition to preserving arteries and veins. For people who have varicose veins or feel their legs are heavy, this is essential. Additionally, hesperidin enhances the function of capillaries, which are the tiniest blood vessels. This lessens the propensity for swelling and fluid to seep into tissues. less edema, and increased everyday comfort are the outcomes. Consuming these fruits with pulp gives you soluble fibers that aid in digestion and blood sugar regulation. This is significant because steady blood sugar levels lessen inflammation. Additionally, fiber maintains intestinal health, which improves circulation in general. Natural vascular regeneration stimuli are more effective in a body with reduced inflammation, and it all begins with a fruit that you most likely already own. The whole fruit has a greater impact than a glass of juice. Juices lose fiber and concentrate sugar, particularly those that are strained or pasteurized. Fresh fruit, ideally with pulp, is best consumed in salads or as a natural dessert. Small amounts of grated peel can be added to dishes and provide additional flavonoids. When it comes to reaping the rewards, minor adjustments make all the difference. Orange and lemon can be used in teas, flavored drinks, salads, and as between meal snacks. In addition to improving fat digestion and stimulating the liver, their acidity aids in the body's homeostasis. This reduces circulatory overload and aids in toxin removal. A cleansed body requires less work from veins and flows more efficiently and with a lot of flavor. Broccoli. In terms of cardiovascular health, broccoli is one of the most comprehensive vegetables. Packed with anti-inflammatory vitamin K and antioxidants, it helps fortify blood arteries and keep clots at bay. In addition to being necessary for proper coagulation, vitamin K is also vital for preserving channel flexibility. Vein weakening caused by free radical damage is prevented by antioxidants. Because of this combination, broccoli truly protects your legs. Broccoli eases venous return by enhancing circulation and fortifying vessels. This occurs because it supports the health of the endothelium, the inner vessel layer in charge of controlling blood flow. More effective veins and a lower risk of inflammation are associated with healthy endothelium. Less discomfort in the legs, soreness, and swelling are the results. A real relief from nature. Broccoli's fiber and sulforaphane concentration, a substance with potent detoxifying properties, are other advantages. These nutrients aid in the body's removal of toxins that cause tissue inflammation and impair blood flow. Vein strain is reduced when the body has fewer toxins in it. This enhances blood quality and lessens the symptoms of venous insufficiency. You have more energy and feel lighter. It's crucial to understand that the benefits of broccoli vary depending on how it is prepared. Certain nutrients can be destroyed by overcooking it. It's best eaten sautéed, lightly cooked, or even raw in salads. This maintains its qualities and guarantees the greatest possible beneficial effect on circulation. Its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties are increased when combined with lemon or olive oil, a potent combination for veins. Broccoli can be added to green juices, lunches, and dinners. It's an adaptable dish that goes well with a variety of recipes and is simple to create. One of the simplest and least expensive strategies to enhance vein health is to incorporate this vegetable into your daily routine. What's the best part? You take care of yourself while avoiding more serious issues. All of them are simple, tasty, and have a noticeable impact on the body. Blueberries. Among the food's highest in natural antioxidants are blueberries, sometimes referred to as superfruits. These little fruits are rich in anthocyanins, which are compounds that increase vein flexibility and strengthen blood vessels. This results in increased resistance to blood pressure and a decreased likelihood of varicose veins. In addition, blueberries shield cells from vascular aging-induced cell degeneration, a veritable blood elixir. Blueberries' anthocyanins also aid in lowering long-term circulatory system inflammation. The symptoms of venous insufficiency are alleviated, and blood flow is improved by their anti-inflammatory action. Legs that are less bloated, less painful, and lighter at the end of the day. A positive impact on your well-being as well as attractiveness, and a delicious, delicate fruit to top it all off. Regular eating of blueberries is associated with improved endothelium function, according to studies. This implies that vessel walls continue to be more sensitive and flexible. More effective circulation is the outcome of improved venous tone. The danger of venous reflux is decreased since blood returns to the heart more readily. Varicose veins are therefore less likely to appear or get worse. Blueberries can be consumed fresh, frozen, or dried, and they can also be added to fruit salads, yogurts, juices, and smoothies. They provide a potent, concentrated dose of vascular protection in addition to flavor. Blueberries have no contraindications and provide advantages organically, unlike many supplements. Natural care. Additionally, Blueberries enhance cognitive function and assist regulate blood pressure. Thus, they have a beneficial effect on the entire body, not just the legs. They are a valuable ally for people who wish to age well. To see effects, a tiny bit every day is sufficient. They are therefore a fantastic routine addition. Cayenne pepper. In small doses, cayenne pepper is a potent blood circulation ally. Despite its powerful taste, it increases the effectiveness of the venous system and increases blood flow. The primary cause is capsaicin, the active ingredient in cayenne that encourages mild, beneficial vasodilation. This movement facilitates the return of blood to the heart by decongesting veins, particularly in the legs. More lightness and reduced edema are the outcomes. Capsaicin contains anti-inflammatory qualities that help vessel walls in addition to promoting circulation. Since inflammation is the underlying cause of varicose veins, this is crucial for those who have them. Cayenne pepper helps maintain vein integrity by decreasing it. Its thermogenic action, which increases metabolism and aids in weight control, a crucial component in relieving leg pressure, is an additional benefit. Have you ever noticed how eating spicy food makes you feel warm? Better peripheral circulation is indicated by that. Additionally, this gentle, continuous stimulation lessens circulation stagnation and strengthens venous valves over time. Consumption must be balanced without exaggeration. A small amount each day can have significant advantages. The finest thing is that when used moderately, there are no negative effects. You can add cayenne pepper to salads, soups, drinks, and seasonings. Its power, even in small quantities, is apparent. Additionally, it enhances body cleansing and complements teas and detox dishes. The support of the liver and lymphatic system enhances circulation in general. When applied correctly, it turns into a covert, yet very powerful friend. Avoid excessive doses and respect your body's limits, particularly if you have sensitive stomachs. The secret is to utilize cayenne as a supplement rather than the primary ingredient. Start with extremely modest amounts and increase them gradually if you have never used it before. Your body adjusts in this manner, and advantages gradually manifest, more evidence that less is more. Sweet potatoes. A very complete functional diet, sweet potatoes are particularly helpful for people with venous insufficiency. Rich in potassium, it lowers fluid retention by balancing the body's sodium levels. Leg swelling and vein pressure are reduced when less fluid is stored. Maintaining this equilibrium is essential to maintaining efficient and seamless circulation. Additionally, sweet potatoes have an alkalizing impact that lowers inflammation. Its soluble fiber content, which aids in blood sugar regulation and digestion, is another advantage. In order to prevent inflammation that damages artery walls, blood sugar levels must be kept constant. This promotes a more robust and healthy interior environment. Consuming sweet potatoes on a regular basis helps veins function more efficiently and supports metabolic stability. Have you ever noticed how certain foods prolong your feelings of fullness? One of those is sweet potatoes. It gives you energy gradually without making your blood sugar rise. This makes internal functions more balanced and prevents the body from becoming overloaded. It's a great ally for people who want to reduce their leg burden by controlling their weight. It simultaneously nourishes, feeds, and protects. It can be cooked in a variety of ways, including baking, boiling, mashing, and even serving as a foundation for savory and sweet dishes. Because of its adaptability, you can use it in a variety of dishes all day long. The best aspect is that even after cooking, it retains its nutritional worth. It creates comprehensive and useful meals when combined with vegetables and lean proteins, a sensible and efficient option for taste and health. Sweet potatoes' antioxidant content, which includes beta-carotene and vitamin A, is another intriguing advantage. These substances combat free radicals, which harm vascular cells. This stops new varicose veins from growing and helps maintain existing veins. A modest meal that has a profound effect. Nature provides answers that are frequently within our daily grasp. Kale and other dark leafy vegetables. Kale and other dark leafy vegetables are excellent circulatory system builders. These greens, which are high in magnesium, vitamin C, and bioflavonoids, help reduce inflammation and tone veins. Magnesium eases circulation by directly affecting vessel relaxation and muscle contraction. Bioflavonoids decrease capillary permeability, while vitamin C builds vein structure. All of this contributes to a more robust and efficient venous system. These nutrients also enhance venous return and help avoid clots. In other words, they relieve strain on the legs by facilitating the more effective return of blood to the heart. Less weariness, heaviness, and edema are the results of this effect. Because of their potent anti-inflammatory properties, dark leafy greens are crucial for those with varicose veins. They can be consumed in a variety of ways. Kale, spinach, arugula, watercress, and other greens can be used in soups, salads, sautés, and green juices. The medicinal effects of these veggies are enhanced by frequent and varied eating. In addition, they are low in calories, making them perfect for people who wish to lower their blood pressure and lose weight, an additional benefit that promotes vascular health. Easy, inexpensive, and effective. Chlorophyll, another feature of leafy greens, aids in blood purification and liver stimulation. Toxins that can cause inflammation and damage to circulation are filtered by a healthy liver. Therefore, increasing your intake of green vegetables also benefits your general health and liver function, a very valuable yet indirect benefit. In addition to providing iron, which is necessary for tissue oxygenation, leafy greens also aid in balancing the pH of the body. Muscle tone is enhanced, and the likelihood of leg pain and cramping is reduced with proper oxygenation. There is a discernible effect on vitality and well-being. You lessen the strain on your circulatory system and strengthen veins with each green meal. And all of that while eating an affordable, healthy meal. Include dark leafy greens in your diet on a regular basis if you want to make a significant investment in the health of your legs. Few foods have the ability to tone, deflate, and strengthen as they do. A habit that will benefit you for the rest of your life, and one you can begin today. Consume the healthiest, most natural foods to nourish your veins. Varicose veins are not a random occurrence, they are a direct result of unhealthy eating patterns. Reducing or doing away with fast food is a sensible and essential choice. Every healthy decision you make benefits your circulatory system. Additionally, these decisions involve eating healthy foods in addition to avoiding unhealthy ones. By making mindful choices about what you eat, you can significantly improve your vein health and overall well-being.